Hey folks, it's your pal, Will Lopez, Head Ambassador at Gusto, back again with more small business knowledge bombs for you. Today, I'm talking about one of the best business structures that you can choose if you want to be self-employed, the Single Member Limited Liability Company, or LLC for short. Now, you might be wondering, if I'm just working for myself, why do I need an LLC? And it's a good question. If you choose to be a sole proprietorship, you don't have to do anything other than work for yourself. There are no fees or rules to start one, and you'll only have to worry about fees or rules if you one day decide to hire employees. But because you and your business are treated as one and the same, there's a big downside to operating as a sole proprietorship: personal liability. In other words, your personal assets are at risk if your business runs into financial trouble or someone sues you. So if you want some protection, you'll want to form a single member LLC, which is just an LLC with one owner. As the name states, a limited liability company protects your personal assets by limiting your liability against lawsuits and creditors. Those benefits come with a few downsides though. LLCs have to pay to be registered with your state and are subject to governing laws and may have to pay additional registration fees. So assuming you're okay with some fees and a few rules, a single member LLC is a great way for a self-employed person to organize their business. But there are a couple of big issues that a lot of people ask about when they decide to create a single member LLC. 1. How do I pay myself for my LLC? And 2, how am I being taxed as a single member LLC? We're going to tackle both of those questions next. First up, paying yourself. So how do you pay yourself from your LLC? Well, as the owner of a single member LLC, you don't get paid a salary or wages. Instead, you pay yourself by taking money out of the LLC profits as needed. You can simply write yourself a check or transfer the money from your business profits from your LLC's business bank account to your personal bank account. This specific transaction is called an owner's draw, and it is a reduction of your owner's equity account. And owner's draw is how you should refer to it in your bookkeeping. Easy as that. Now, let's move on to the other big question lots of people have about single member LLCs: how they are taxed. By default, the IRS treats single member LLCs as sole proprietorships, which means for tax purposes, your LLC will be treated as a disregarded entity. So instead of the LLC paying income tax, its profits and losses are passed on to you, the small business owner, making disregarded entities also pass-through entities. Now, you may consider it an advantage that you don't need to file a separate tax return for your single member LLC, since you'll report all your LLC income on your individual tax return. But your home state may have different tax filing requirements for LLCs, so make sure to check your state's rules and check with your accountant. I'll also just mention that you can choose for your LLC to be taxed as a corporation, either a S corporation, aka S Corp, or C corporation, aka C Corp. If you make this choice, you'll be considered an employee, not an LLC owner. This means that you may be required to pay yourself a reasonable salary, which would require you to withhold and remit payroll taxes. Electing to treat your single member LLC as an S Corp or C Corp can reduce your self-employment taxes, i.e. Medicare and Social Security. But it can also result in more paperwork at tax time and may require other tax payments. Be sure to talk through the pros and cons with your CPA or tax professional before taking any action. If you're thinking about becoming self-employed, organizing your business as a single member LLC is quick and easy, but also provides you with protection by limiting your personal liability. Remember, depending on your needs as an entrepreneur or independent contractor, everything from your chosen industry to your personal tax situation can be a factor. You may want to seek legal advice or guidance from an accountant to determine which business entity is the best choice for you. So there you go. I hope this video has shed some light on single-member LLCs and giving you the confidence to choose the right structure for your business. I'm Will Lopez, and thanks for watching.